Over the past 5 years, the landscape of national security threats has dramatically changed. The United States now faces a complex array of challenges, from the rise of China and the spread of authoritarianism to borderless threats like cybersecurity, terrorism, global pandemics, climate change, and the growing crisis of fentanyl poisoning. These issues demand urgent attention and focused responses.
So the day doesn't necessarily begin in Washington, D.C. by people saying, I wonder what's going on in Nashville and Vanderbilt today, yet. So this is where we want to go, right? When you start thinking about national security, you equate national security with Vanderbilt University.
Vanderbilt has tremendous expertise in national security and global security. It's incredible. We have projects with the DoD, with the U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, the National Security Agency.
We have brought partners together who don't regularly interact across the government. By holding this annual summit on modern conflict and emerging threats, Chancellor Diermeier saw that we were having great success with this summit. And he said, go past the moon, don't go to the moon, we've been to the moon. Take this momentum and build a strategy for how we can do something bold, distinctive.
Vanderbilt's Institute of National Security is going to leverage 4 pillars. Our ability to educate, innovate, convene, and advise. How are we going to do that? We're going to engage students, we're going to leverage our faculty, and we're going to provide experiences.
People ask me all the time, why Vanderbilt? It's because of how collaborative it is. We talk about radical collaboration and how we can make an impact in the world beyond our individual areas by working together. And so these kinds of institutes bring together people from the basic sciences like me, with people that are working on law, from people who are working on public policy, psychology, together to say, how do we really impact and answer some of the biggest questions that are facing society?
We've got young people out there across the country. We want them to choose to come to Vanderbilt because of the experiences we offer them in national security.
This institute really excites me because now I have access to resources and connections and alumni, and I'm excited to be a part of demystifying this process to make it easier for students to get internships in national security, get experiences, get fellowships.
To be able to build groups of students coming from computer science, data science, history and law, cognitive studies, psychology, and having them around the table and having them experiment, trying to find ways that they can interact, and to know that making a contribution to something bigger than you are is amazing.
It's this idea of how do you get attracted to something that's even bigger than yourself? This idea of being able to serve. You know, one of the things that I found over 3 decades of my time in the United States Army was this feeling of I really enjoyed what I do. And I really enjoyed this idea of something larger that was more important than, even I could imagine. One day, I hope that this is the key leading effect in terms of being able to look at the future and say, hey, a national security advisor, hey, a secretary of defense, hey, a director of national intelligence is a Vandy alum.